Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Lige 89127. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing this Skami 1968, and Greg was wearing my Sanda 9021. I told Grogu that in our galaxy, in the German language, there is the word Backpfeifenschicht, which means a face that needs slapping. Grogu said they have a word for that in his galaxy. It's Greedo. All right, let's take a look at the watch. Liges actually come in boxes because I don't know if I would call them ultra affordable. They're just very, very affordable. Give them two berries. And here is the watch. I guess I should move the hands so you can see it a little bit better. I don't know. I think it's a pretty good looking watch for the money anyway. This is the 8th Lige on my channel. They make very affordable quartz watches and a 4 hertz automatic that I think is great for the price. When you look at their ads, they try to make it look like they are an established, reputable brand with their own boutiques or sections of your high-end watch store. I don't know much about marketing, but does anyone actually believe that these pictures are real? I'm not sure if this watch is actually homaging anything. It kind of reminds me of a Black Bay, but it doesn't have the snowflake hands. The ad claims Japanese movement, but it also claims steel case when it clearly is not. Unfortunately, when you get in this price range, the bracelets really suffer. This watch comes in many colorways, including an all-black version, an all-gold version, several two-tones, and a couple of steel tones. I chose the steel tone with the Fotina, which they call orange, because I like the look. The watch is 38.9 millimeters if you measure at the bezel, 47.3 millimeters lug to lug with inverted end links. It's only 10.6 millimeters thick, so it's fairly thin. Has a 20 millimeter lug width and weighs 101 grams on supplied hollow bracelet with no links removed. The bezel is smooth and obviously a chrome plated alloy just like the case, no matter what the ad says. And then we have the dial. The dial has a pretty good sunburst effect. It's black, but with the orange Fotina hands, it makes it look almost brown. Then we have the Lige name up top. And then it says Quartz, water resistant, 50 meters on the bottom. Yes, you get 50 meters. And then we have a chapter ring with minute markers. Then we have applied Lume indices, and there's no special index at the 12 o'clock. It's the same as the other majors. And then we have dots everywhere else. And then the 3 o'clock, though, the index is a little short, so it can fit the date, and the date wheel is not color matched. Of course, you're not going to get a color matched date wheel at this price range. And then we have the hands. We have a fence post minute hand, and then we have an arrow tip hour hand. And then we have a red second hand with a little spear tip there that's loomed. I like the red second hand. I think it's a nice touch. And then we have a unsigned push-pull crown. You get 50 meters of water resistance. Crown action doesn't feel too loose. Let's see if we get that annoying minute hand jump. Well, okay, there's really no jump, but you gotta be really careful when you push in the crown, because it's not that the minute hand is loose, it's just the crown is loose, and then you can turn it when you press it. So as long as you hold it when you press it in, you don't get that annoying minute hand jump. And then we have a flat mineral glass crystal. You're not going to get sapphire in this price. And then we have the case. The ad says stainless steel. And the Caseback says stainless steel. But it's not. You can tell it's a chrome plated alloy just because of the fact that it's shiny everywhere. And plus the tone doesn't match the steel bracelet. And then we have the Caseback. The Caseback is a press-on. This coin edge is just for decoration. You don't need a coin edge tool to remove it. You need a pry bar. And in fact, you can see the little pry slot there. And once again, it says all stainless steel, which is a clear lie. Only the Caseback is stainless steel. Then 5 ATM water resistant. Take this in the pool at your own risk. Then the ad said Japanese movement, but I was kind of skeptical at this price. I went ahead and popped the case back, and sure enough, it is not Japanese. It's an SL28, which is a Chinese-made movement. So we have another fib in the ad. Now, of course, at this price range, you can get Japanese movements, and they're not very good. So I guess it probably doesn't really matter. At least this movement doesn't seem to have that annoying minute hand horrible jump like some of them do. The bracelet is hollow. It's a 3-link. It also has hollow end links. And you can see all the seams and everything. It's you can just tell when you pick it up that it's hollow. And we have push pin adjusters, not screw pins, and I don't know how well they work because I didn't have to use them because I didn't have to remove any links to fit on my wrist, which is troubling because if you have a bigger wrist than mine, you won't be able to wear this watch. And then the clasp is just a plain press clasp with no micro adjust. This is only a 100-gram watch though, so the perfect fit isn't that important. And I did not get the perfect fit on this one. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. I think it looks and wears nice. It is too loose for me though. But if I remove another link, it'll be too tight. And since it's only a 100-gram watch, I'd rather have it too loose than too tight. But once again, it's unfortunate that there's no micro adjust. Of course, you could always get another clasp for it, and then you would have micro adjust. Here, let me see how big of a clasp you would need. $18mm. So if you want to order another clasp for it, you can get an 18mm. And then it would also lengthen the bracelet too, if the bracelet's too short for you. Here's the watch on a leather strap. I think that looks better. That's pretty good, in fact. Here we are in the Lume room, just wearing the watch. I didn't even know it had Lume, but the AliExpress ad was saying how wonderful it was, so let's have a look. As we speed up the time, the indices and second hand are gone instantly. So we have another fib in the ad about how great the Lume is. The major hands are much better, but by no means good. Still not good Lume, but I've seen a lot worse. What do I like about this watch? Well, I like the dial with the orange patina hands and indices. I like this red second hand. And the watch does wear nice and flat. What are my gripes and groans? It says all stainless steel when it clearly is not. It says Japanese movement when it clearly is not. Bracelet is too short and no micro adjust on the clasp. Do I recommend this watch? This is another case where a somewhat decent watch head is ruined by a substandard bracelet and clasp. Yeah, you could get another strap for it, but that adds more money to this $15 watch. So unless you have an extra strap waiting around for this watch, why bother? Well, thank you for watching my review of the Lige 89127. If you do like this watch, be sure to buy it from my affiliate link and I will get a tiny commission. Be sure and like and subscribe to this channel, and I will be back with another review. Bye.